Hello everybody, Corey Center, Batman 55 here, back again with another diecast review. This time it's going to be on Clint Bowyer's Busch Light, hashtag for the Farmers car that he ran at Atlanta Motor Speedway in conjunction with Kevin Harvick and his For the Farmers scheme that he brought to Victory Lane. Clint Bowyer, I actually do not know where he finished or how good he ran in that race. Of course, all we remember, or all I remember at least, is the dominating performance that Kevin Harvick put on the field for Atlanta. So yeah, obviously if you're not a Harvick fan, you do not want to remember this race, and you probably don't. But anyway, let's talk about these really cool schemes, and I'll compare them in a little bit. I say these, but the diecast review is actually going to be on Clint Bowyer's. So let's grab the right box. Almost grabbed the wrong one again. So here we go with the box. We got Clint Bowyer, Stewart, Haas Racing. Here you see the stuff. You got Clint Bowyer, Busch Light, hashtag for the Farmers. It is nice to finally get a Busch Light car from Clint Bowyer. So he ran a Busch scheme as well a couple of years ago. He and Kevin Harvick both ran Busch schemes. He ran a Busch Light one while Kevin Harvick ran the Busch scheme. I think it was at Pocono. That was really cool. I wanted to get that set, but they unfortunately never released it. So I don't remember why it was DNP'd or never offered. But anyways, onto this diecast. Which, before I continue on, I did want to mention this diecast does come on a base. Of course, as per usual, I cut it off. You see kind of stuff. If you're wondering how to cut it off, just look it on YouTube, and please be careful. Out of the, I don't know, 10 or so diecasts I've got, I have basically ruined one of them, which is actually a diecast I reviewed earlier. That's Kevin Harvick's Busch Apple scheme. Unfortunately, I ended up slightly cutting the passenger side and it just ruined it. And I will be keeping it because it's not that bad. You can check it out. But I know I'm contradicting myself. Ruining, not that bad. This, whatever. Also, I have cut myself before, so please be really, really careful if you decide to do it. If you're young enough, please get a parent to do it. It is not that safe. Also, probably get some eye protection because those shards will go flying if you're not careful. It's just a fair review. Fair warning. But let's get on to the review. There we go. So, anyways, starting on with the first thing, as always, we got that number 14, got that Mustang, got that Stewart Haas Racing logo. We got Busch Light, and then brewed for the farmers. That's cool. I didn't see that last time. Got Ford NASCAR Cup Series logo, or two Ford emblems NASCAR Cup Series logo. On the side, you got your small bit of, I guess, contingencies in the front. And then you got the NASCAR Cup Series logo, NASCAR Race Car logo. You got American flag, Clint Bowyer. I don't know why it's got a red outline to it. On the B post, got Ford, Mustang, Rush Truck Center's Peak, and DeKalb. I think that's how you say it. Could be wrong. I'm sorry about that. Back down the side, you got the 14, which actually looks to be in the normal Busch color scheme. You got that Busch Light can, and then you got hashtag for the farmers. You can see below the Busch Light can, you have one Kier, you got Exalta, you got Rush Truck Center, it's got Cummins, and then down the side you got DeKalb, Haas, Rush Truck Centers. I'm sorry, this is my 6th and final diecast review for today. I'm kind of losing it. You got Mobile 1 on the C post. And yeah, also, sorry, I feel like I'm saying that logo wrong. DeKalb Company or whatever. Which, by the way, has some really cool schemes. I picked one up last year, and it was way better than I thought it was. So, anyways, maybe I'll have to do a review on that one eventually. On the back, we got Busch Light, we got Mobile 1, we got the Ford Michigan license plate and the 14. You got Farm Rescue, you got Bowyer, got Mobile 1, and you got the 14 up here. And this, it is exactly the same as the other. Almost exactly the same. There's slight differences, obviously. As per all diecasts. Most diecasts. Anyways, as a conclusion of the scheme, well, I guess we're not concluding it yet. As a look for the paint scheme itself, there's a lot of cool background details, such as that piece of corn. You got a lot of these fields, the sun. And actually, one thing that's kind of cool is this car is more like a sunset, while Kevin Harvick's car is actually just kind of like a nice clear day. Speaking of Kevin Harvick's car, let's kind of compare them side by side. So here you see they're pretty much identical in a lot of the ways. You see the only difference is orange versus blue. So, and actually you can see how like the roof is exactly the same, where you know you have those little, I guess, clouds. This one's in that orange color. So, unfortunately my camera is not set up to see that high. So you can kind of see the differences and similarities. I mean, the only thing that is really different, which actually, the Busch can is actually slightly higher on Bowyer's car. Just thought I'd mention that. Kind of see how this one's above the hashtag for the farmers. This one's slightly below it. But yeah. Obviously, like I was saying though, the only difference between the two is that Harvick's scheme is blue, or the base is blue, while Bowyer's, the base is orange. Otherwise, they both say Busch Light. They both say for the farmers. Obviously, Harvick's got his sponsors, Bowyer's got his sponsors. So, otherwise, pretty much identical. So yeah, if you were at the Atlanta race, obviously, definitely recommend getting this set. It's a cool set of cars. It's nice to kind of have them. If you're a fan of Bowyer, definitely get it. If you're a fan of Stewart Haas Racing, you should already have both of them by now. But yeah, if you had to choose one or the other, I would recommend going to Kevin Harvick's because the blue pops out a lot more than the orange. But that's just me in my opinion. It's obviously going to be up to you what you decide is your own choice. But that's going to conclude this diecast review. So this is Corey Hansen or FiveM, signing out.